juice and this sweet
All I asked
revenge.
was, when did you learn how to open a bottle?
Nigga, I don't know. What's the next topic, man?
True. London, are you there? London, are you with me?
Yeah, London here.
Okay, let's go sit. I got a question.
What up, though?
Serious.
I was looking because I'm preparing for tomorrow. I got to always do my notes. Hurricane's coming.
Yes.
Hitting North Carolina.
Yes.
They told 1 million people to evacuate.
Yeah.
The only people that can't evacuate between Virginia and North Carolina.
Prisoners.
Fam.
Keep going.
Fam, is that right or wrong?
Well,
150,000 prisoners
who's that back
have
there?
to stay in jail while the rest of the state evacuates.
I don't think that's right.
Are we in the right or wrong?
I say that's
But
right.
I mean,
No.
prisons are
Go
made
ahead,
out
go.
of like cinder blocks. Though.
Exactly. Go.
Ain't no hurricane gonna penetrate.
No, not at all. It might knock the fence down, but it's not
Yeah.
penetrating that building.
No power, no ways to get
Yeah.
the supplies, nothing like that.
Only thing that sucks for me is the people that gotta work. I'd call out in a heart fucking beat.
Oh, yeah,
If you was a CO,
Yeah. Fuck
But
it.
if you know a Category 5 is coming to that state, you just leave the inmates there?
Yeah, see that.
They don't care about
I don't
the
agree
inmates.
with.
so me as a guy
People,
that
humans.
I'm gonna tell you, me as a guy that has a
Three sons that are locked up.
No.
Every Saturday they promote.
Yeah.
Come on, let's go. Let's keep it 100.
No, I'm saying a guy that has a magnum in him.
This is easily our best episode.
Let that be on a day I got the conjugal visit. So now
Stop.
we're locked in together.
With the Guinness.
yeah, with the Guinness.
What's the chances of you having a conjugal visit during a hurricane? No?
Slim to
How
none.
much- how much does she
is
love
it right
you?
or wrong?
How much does she love you?
Is it right or wrong to leave 150,000 inmates?
You transporting 150,000 people?
Yeah, that's a whole nother.
It's a hurricane coming.
What you gonna do, put them in a boat?
So we evacuate the whole state
Yep.
and just leave these 150,000 inmates.
Yeah.
That is like a crime against humanity, because if something did happen to those inmates, to that prison, say there was I don't know how close they are to water, but say something happened that caused them to be in distress during that period, say it lasted 3-4 days, that's pretty foul. They didn't leave a bunch of shit outside their cells, I'm guessing, for them to be okay.
I mean,
if
they,
something
they,
went
they
down.
took other precautions. Like, they put all their medical records on paper in case they lose computer access and shit like that. I'm not saying it's the best thing, but what I'm saying is they doing fake precautions. And I feel like it'd be harder to transport. Where you gonna put 150,000 inmates?
Yeah, but they're still.
You gonna bring them to your house?
They're still
They're
humans.
people.
They're
Yeah,
absolutely,
yeah.
they're absolutely people. But I feel like the structure that a prison is a lot more protected than a structure like a house like this one or
So
a house
you
like
think,
where I
oh,
live.
you guys are fine, so I'm out.
Nobody's fine. But what I'm saying is a structure like that, they've gone through a lot of trouble to make sure it's not penetrable from people escaping and this and that. So I'm pretty sure they know that this should withstand weather as well.
Okay, so would you work?
Would I work? Fuck no.
Okay, so you're dancing yourself up. I won't work, but you can leave them there.
Hey, what I'm saying is they're not humanitarily in danger, but I'm not going to work.
So I'm sure there's been hurricanes near prisons before, like
Yeah.
serious ones.
Yeah.
So
Liz
what
just
did
said they
do in
left
those-
the inmates during Katrina. She just said that.
And they was all right?
I mean, I guess.
All right, there's hurricanes
I
every day,
guess.
B. You be
We
all
don't
right.
even know.
No.
I guess.
If a whole bunch of inmates got out during
Thanks,
Katrina,
Liz.
they would have said something.
Sure.
Yeah, so apparently the structure must be sound enough for them to say, all right, we
Have
can
you
be-
seen a prison?
I've never been inside one, but I
But
seen
have you
it
seen a
from the
building?
outside. Yeah.
I ain't never been one in either. What you trying to say?
But the thing
I'm
is,
the one
right?
with the titties.
Darren been in the jail.
Yeah.
He do.
But the thing is, with the prisons,
That's shady.
yeah.
This is a good night. This is
I
like
just
the
did
first
it to him,
time.
so I just did it to him.
Yeah.
So that's fucked up.
So the thing is, right, with the prisons, is it bad that they leave them there during a hurricane, or in certain states they have a prison that's on the grounds with a tent in?
Okay, here we go.
You know what I mean?
There's a hurricane coming to Rhode Island. They evacuate Rhode Island, but ACI, all you guys have to stay. You
First
agree
of-
with that?
My problem
Yeah.
is why is the prison on
They're
the water?
safe.
You're on the East Coast, though. You're on that border.
No,
There's
you're,
nothing you can do
you're
about
safe. You're safe.
Really?
They're definitely safe.
that. So you have no problem with a hurricane coming to Rhode Island. Everybody else evacuating, but leaving all three of my sons in the ACI to fend for themselves.
No, they're safe. They're definitely safe.
Okay.
That's like
That's
I
a
said.
fortress.
The fence might go down, but the
I don't-
building and everything else, they're fine.
Nah, I don't.
That's a whole
Like-
fortress. Then it's
Like,
like
I don't
a
agree
rain's
with
not
it. I don't
penetrating.
agree with it.
No, you don't agree with it,
I don't
but
agree
they're
with it.
actually safe.
It'd be
I mean,
more
I get
dangerous
that
trying
they're
to put them
safe.
in vehicles and trying to drive them around in that weather.
Yeah,
They're
I
safer
guess
in that
that's-
building.
So it's like this. Not
Okay,
to
well,
cut you off. Not to
okay,
cut you off.
so, okay.
There's more money. They're looking at it money wise. It's a business.
Okay, if it's
It's
more
more
safe,
money to
To
get
move
them
them,
out of them
yeah.
out of there and move them where?
Yeah.
Then leaving them there, and then have all the cops and everybody
Somebody
surrounded.
got to watch them.
But yet,
You know what I
the
mean?
prison's more safe, but yet we won't use that as a safety zone for other citizens.
See?
No.
Well,
There's prisoners in there, my nigga.
But it's
No,
safe.
but
it's
yeah,
safe.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
safe.
That's a great question.
You're gonna
No,
live.
that's
so,
good.
That's a
so,
great
You're
so,
gonna
if-
live.
So if the state was
You
like,
won't take the citizens and put them in there, but you'll leave them in there, like that type of thing. But like I said, it's a business, so it will cost them more to evacuate them from the prison and move them where. You know what I mean?
That sucks,
Leave
man.
them
That
there
sucks,
and
man.
then just surround that whole prison with guards.
Because
But you just heard her. I wouldn't work. You just heard her. I wouldn't work.
I wouldn't work neither.
No.
There's a hurricane coming. Why the fuck am I gonna stand here?
But at the
and
same
guard a
time,
bunch of-
you're locked in your room. It's fine, long as there's security out, so you don't break out.
But you just heard her. If I'm
Yeah, but
security,
you
I'm
can't-
not working.
but you
I'm
can't-
leaving.
But
You can't
at
be
the
by
same
me, though.
time,
I wouldn't
she's
work for a lot of
CO, she's not working. But once you're locked in your cell, what can you do?
it's nice out today. I'm not going in.
Fuck it. I'm going to the beach. There's a lot of reasons why I won't go to work. You can't use me as the bar.
She's taking a day off because her daughter had a second birthday. Like, you know what I mean?
Take it to work.
The
day
Patriots
off.
are playing Super Bowl.
You
She's
know, I
taking
don't
a
work
day off.
Sundays
They do
during
that
football
dumb
season.
shit.
That's absolutely
Yeah, but
right.
fam,
do that.
okay. You have all these jails, but they're telling the whole state evacuate. We're telling 1 million people to evacuate.
Exactly, I know
So
what
all
you're
the people
saying.
that work at these prisons that have families, we're telling
They're
you
outta there.
to get the fuck out of here.
They're out of
First
there.
of all, who's here for these inmates to make sure they're okay?
The
No.
CEOs
Yeah.
are there. I'm
Yo.
just not there.
No,
No.
nobody.
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 Yeah. They're locking them in their room. You can't get out, and that's what it is.
Good luck.
Yeah,
That's
it's
fucked up.
bad.
That's fucked up.
But that's what
That's
it is.
fucked
It is,
up.
it is,
That's a
because
fuck-
It
that's-
is.
that's fucked
But
up.
that's what they're gonna do.
They're
That's
gonna
wrong.
have doctors on site. They're gonna have nurses on site. Just
Those
like they have
people
everywhere.
are gonna
I think
leave.
So.
No.
No.
I doubt it.
You
I
have
doubt
doctors
it.
and nurses
doubt
there
it.
that think you're lying when you have
Right, but
something
they're gonna
wrong
be-
with you.
but
and
that's
they
on a
think
regular day.
You want to take a medicine to get you high.
But that's a regular day.
Fam,
It
if
ain't
I'm
no
a hustler
different
and there's a
than
hurricane coming, I got a story. I'm ready. I'm ready to trick you.
And
I got a story.
That's probably why they're hesitant about moving them.
Exactly.
That's
And
probably
that's
why
the
they're
thing.
hesitant.
Throughout
That's
the
a
day,
great-
on
that's
a
a great
regular
question.
day,
Very good
they
question.
It's
think,
tomorrow morning. It's for
Yo.
tomorrow morning. But you know,
Tell you.
I figure let's get into it.
listen, without the hurricane, you being a hustler, you have that story every day. So they hear it. So I could be the hustler, and you could be the one that's really in pain. They're going to look at you as the hustler.
It's the boy that cried wolf. This one time,
Yeah.
I'm actually right. Like I really need to get out
That's how
here.
they look at people
That's,
in the
that's
prison.
fucked up. That's fucked up.
fucked up.
That's fucked up.
Because it's
That's
like
really
so fucked
fucked
up.
up.
let's say in a prison bus, let's say it holds 100 people. It doesn't. It probably holds like 50. Let's say 100. So there's 150,000 people on this bus. That means you need 1,500. I mean, in this jail, you need 1,500 buses. 1,500 buses. There might only be 100 hustlers on these buses. You don't know what's gonna happen between the prison and the next place they're going, and then where they're going. There's no prisons with extra rooms. There ain't hotels.
Yeah, it's a liability.
That's a
It's a
whole
huge
lot.
liability.
So we just leave him?
I feel
Yeah.
like that building is safe.
now to me,
He said it. Yeah.
to me, like
I'm gonna
to me,
sample that. I'm gonna sample that. As soon as you post this, yeah. That's a new drop right there. Yeah. That's a drop.
Hey, yo, because
That
he
is a
kills
drop.
me. Yo,
Yeah.
my shit is, he's like, it depends. It depends. Like, I always say that.
He
It
never answers the
depends.
question. He never answers the
Yo,
question.
I do, but it depends because I view switch. I'm looking at
You
it
gonna vote
from
for
my
Kobe?
side.
It depends. It depends. It
Oh,
depends.
shit.
Well, that's-
No, if he vibe,
Okay, let me stop. I'm gonna ready to
no,
let me stop.
that was a bad one to say, but at the same time, it's like,
we need
yo.
sound effects, guys.
yo,
I got it. I got the laptop. I got the laptop. I got it. I
Because-
got him.
he hits me off with it depends, and that's it.
but yeah, it's you got to make, and unfortunately, like this is where corporations, prisons, the U.S. governments,
Yes.
anywhere, you have to make tough decisions sometimes, and you have to make the hard decisions, even though it may not be the best for all parties. It's not going to be 100%.
But
How
Correct.
hard is that to be a governor of North Carolina to say, you know what, for these 150,000 people, leave them there?
That's a lot of
But
people.
listen, I'm gonna hit.
Yeah,
check,
that's a
check
lot
it
of
out.
people. Where do you
150,000.
put them?
Hear me out.
150,000.
Do you know that the Bush family owns the Keefe products that they sell in the prison? So everything
Wow.
in the everything in the prison is Keefe. Whether it's rice, whether it's a TV, whatever it is, it's Keefe, a Keefe product. The Bush family owns that. So they're eating off of that. it's a big business. Prison is a big business.
It is.
It's
though.
a humongous business.
It really
So
is.
the thing is, right? That TV right there, how much is that TV? That screen.
Free 99.
No, it's free 99, but at the same time, it might be $200.
Right.
They have a 13-inch screen TV that they want $200 for. And you as a hustler on the street, you're like, I could get a big TV, like a 60-inch for $200, but you want to stay current on what's going on in the world. You're gonna spend $200 on a 13-inch screen TV.
You know, I saw something on Twitter today. A guy,
Trust me.
who makes ramen noodles for prisoners because he's like, ramen noodles is full of sodium,
Yes.
and when you get out of prison, if you've been eating ramen noodles the whole time, now you got high blood pressure and all that other bullshit.
Prodigy had a book.
Yeah.
And he said that. Yeah,
The-
Prodigy had a
and
book
now- and
about
now-
the food in
Cookbook
prison.
joint,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, he did.
Yeah.
And now you're in the healthcare system, so now you're out. You can't get a job, you can't get healthcare, but you're already having heart attacks and shit. Now you're back into the system. So this guy's making ramen noodles with a lot less sodium, so that people in prison are not ending up
Tasty.
right.
The Oriental joint.
Yo, he has some fancy flavors. He has some Cajun shit.
Doritos
Spicy
and-
chicken.
Not Doritos.
Yo, no, but this is the thing.
Doritos
This
and
what always
peppers.
gets me with guys. They be like, "Yo, I'm out the joint, or I'm in the joint. I'm never eating noodles again." But in the project, you was raised on
We were
noodles.
raised on it, yeah.
So after that, you did what you did. You went to jail. You're eating noodles.
Because that
so
makes you
why
feel like
would
you're at
you
home.
say when you leave, I'm not eating noodles?
I'll tell you after a
No,
certain
you've
point,
been eating noodles.
after college.